Looking at them all together, I do miss the baked shades. I don't think it's bad. It's not a bad formula. It's very nice. It's very pretty, but it's not the baked shades. And I would love to have them back. Let's do some Pat McGrath Mothership comparisons. Recently got Pat McGrath Mothership 12 right here, Petalmorphosis, and I just wanted to compare some of the shades. The Pat McGrath palettes. Spoiler, I feel like this palette is not worth you running out right now and grabbing. Now, did I say it was bad? No. I think it's a nice palette. If you want it, definitely get it, but wait for a sale. McGrath always has discounts on their website. Just wait a little bit. You can get this on sale. I don't know what Mothership this is. I don't know them all off the top of my head. This is like a gold next to it, and you can see this one has more of that green under it, and it's a little more chunky if you see that. It has more pickup. It's a little more like creamy compared to the other one. You kind of see how it goes on. This is more gold. Here that has a green and a gold, and it also has this peachy one. So let me grab this peachy one because there's a peachy shade in that other one. The gold next to this gold, and as you can see, different. This is more yellowy. This is more goldy, deeper. This one also has like a black base, and then this is like the newy one. Once again, you can kind of see the difference in the amount of sparkle because of the baked shade. Now, is this one bad? No, but in comparison, and then you have this peachy one, which is just like a nice sparkle of peachy pink. It comes out a little bit more like translucent, which is like the pink forward, but in person it's more like peachy. The green next to that. So we have like a dark emerald green. So this is the green, this is the green. You can see this one's a little bit more blue tone, more like teal. This is just pure like emeraldy green with like a blackish base, and it does have a shift to like a nice cool, I don't know if you can see that. It shifts to like a bluey, it shifts to like a blue. This is probably my most used Pat McGrath palette, and there's a gold in here, maybe on the top. So this is another gold. It's more like of a toppery, it's more of like a toppery type gold. I feel like it looks very similar to this one. I don't know if it necessarily is that one. It could be, because Pat McGrath sometimes does do like repeat shades. So these two could be the same, but I don't want to like pull out the card and really tell. They look very, 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 very similar, like 99% similar. I'd be more shocked to hear they're different shades than if they were the same. I will say, like, just with swatching these, I am really missing those baked shades at the end. And I think here on the hand, it's the most evident. Like if you look at this, which ones attract you more, and I feel like you pick any of these before you pick these two right here. This one right here, where the end, I use this one and this one are on my hand, but like the baked shades, you can kind of see how it's like domed and baked, and then like you get your mattes and everything. And you know, I don't touch my mattes as much, but mainly my Pat McGrath Mothership palettes were for my special shades at the end. Here I actually really, really, you know, like to have like a little dig in that bluey one, but I just love like these nice 4 baked special shades that I would get. And this one was nice too, this purple, but like, you know, I wouldn't really use my mattes and stuff as much. It was mainly like at the end, and these are like complimentary, like, oh, I get good mattes, you know, but mainly for those like special shades. The palette's also my first one. This is Utopian Dream right here. And I love using these two right here. Like these two baked shades, and you can tell they're baked. These two are like so good. And this one actually has one less baked shade. This one right here is more like creamy. It just has like these 3, but still like the baked shades are very, very, very special to me, and what introduced me to Pat McGrath. And not having the baked shades at the end anymore, you can kind of tell it looks different. You see, let me put them next to each other. You see how they look different, like just in the pan, and regardless of the color, like even the golds, for example, because those are the closest color families, like they look different. These look a little bit more flat. These look a little bit more dimensional because it's baked and it is round. Like this is more solid. This is in a pan. Think of it like a cookie. It's a little cookie. It's a cake, right? That's what they're called, I think, a cake. So yeah, I will say after swatching all those, it is a little bit more disappointing that we got another Mothership without those special baked shades, because that's what made me love them so much. You know, I got number 9, that was my first one, and I love it, it's my favorite, and I don't think these are bad by any means. This is what's on my eye right now, and as you can see, it is very, 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 very pretty. I have this one right here on my eye, and it's nice, and it does have a little bit of grit to it. It's not like creamy and oily and emollient. You can kind of like feel it on your finger, so it is a bit of like, you know, it does have a bit of texture, but just not like as much texture as those baked shades did. and which really like which really captured like individual flecks of sparkle. I don't think this is bad. I think it's really nice, and I think the formula is nice. But if we're comparing here, this mothership to her other ones, I think the other mothership's astral shades are just better. They're just better. The baked is better, in my opinion. I would have loved to see these like as some baked shades. I'll just say though, I don't think it's the worst one, because in my opinion, the worst mothership is this one. I do not like this one. Shades, no baked shades. It's all not, and it's not even like the shades of that other one. This is all just like that metallic-y, satiny type of shade, as you can see, where it's just kind of like a shimmer, I call these like cut crease shimmers. Like they're a lot more sheeny, you know, like they have color, they have pigment, they shine, but they're not like sparkly, and you can't see like individual like reflect. It's just kind of like color. So like this shade right here and this shade of the palette, you know what I mean? So I think this one is my least favorite mothership because it has no astral shades. That's why I rarely use it. One that has a huge collection. This is another one. This is Divine Rose. Like you can see the 4 special shades at the end. They just do something. They just add a little bit more oomph.